Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, having a big rally since yesterday. Qs are running into the declining 10 and 20. Spies are right at the declining 20, but they're very strong, really, really strong. I do regret a little bit I didn't play any of the bounces yesterday, like stuff like AFRM or Coin or... No. Regret it a little bit. Semiconductors are super strong. SMH, this thing barely dipped, just back into space. Once the markets are stabilized, it's gonna go to 350 plus probably. Super strong. Oil related things are strong. FANG, DVN, XLE is very, very strong. And it's been building higher lows, kinda. Plug, nice. Well, it looked like every other stock that sold off. Nothing special about it. In fact, if your stock didn't rebound from the lows yesterday, or what, and it's probably a piece of shit. Let's see. Not sure why I'm looking at this one. Wait, what's going on with Etsy? Oh, a misprint. Riven. Yeah, Riven is kind of building a channel here. Yeah, I was really hoping for a gap down on ZS. Oh man, it would have been so epic if it gapped down to, like, I don't know, low 260s or high 250s or whatever. That's a bounce I would have played. Instead it's gapping up like 4%. Would have been better if it gapped down 4% or 5, 7, 10%. Alright guys, good luck everyone. Yeah, Bob, I was looking at that one too. But I'm not a fan of these types of bounce setups that are just, at 52-week lows. I prefer the ones that are, have been strong recently and are pulling back to rising support. All right, good luck, guys. Wait, Chumi had 30% revenue growth year over year? That's the most they've had like ever. Good for them. Good for them. This FCX has a beautiful base. They have all the macro tailwinds they need. So far, like Russell held the lower trend line very beautifully. Back into this range. Yeah, Sim is, yeah, it's a strong one. I shouldn't have sold it because it technically never stopped me out. I just sold it because of reasons. I just wanted to clean up my portfolio. That's fine. It was a small position anyways. But yeah, this thing just showed their strength, this whole sell-off. Didn't even, you know, lose this channel. Also, this snow was super strong, this whole sell-off. It just needs to build a base. A little bit more of a base. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I was hoping for one more flush. I really was. Mostly because I would have gotten these perfect entries on the bounce plays, but now I didn't get them, so it's fine. That's fine. On the other hand, it's a sign of strength, right? That we didn't get one more flush. So, you know, wasn't ideal, but not bad. Not ideal, but not bad. So we'll see if the market holds here or if it doesn't. Qs are right at the declining 20-day. Spies have reclaimed all these declining moving averages. That's good. Trupanion, they partnered with Chewy. Fun story. I have a fun story about Trupanion. I'm a shareholder. Or investor. I bought this Trupanion with my like my bank account, my Swedish bank account. They have their own like stock trading thingy, so I tried it out. I bought a little, I don't know, very little, not a lot, just to try it out. Because I like the company. I had read up on it, I liked it. I bought it somewhere like, when was it? I think it was somewhere here. High teens, early 2017 or something. I don't know. High teens, low 20s. And then I kind of held it. It doubled on me, and then it kind of tanked, and it was here, and then like in 2019 I'm like, nah, I'm getting bored. I don't want to have like 10 different accounts everywhere. This was my only position in that account, so I'm like, I'm gonna sell it. I don't really, you know, it was such a small position, I didn't care about it, but I couldn't because there was a bug in the system. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll do it some other time, and I never sold it. And now the stock is at 140, and I still have those shares from like 18 or 22 bucks. It's still, I was so lazy. I'm like, fuck it, fuck those shares. I'll sell them some other time. That's, yeah, Christian Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, Sweden division. So I still have those shares. Thanks to the buggy, shitty bank system. Like, I knew it was shit. Their interface is really bad. Everything is so bad. I just tested it out. Because I think it was like almost, not for free, but it was really cheap. So I'm like, hey, if it's that cheap, the trade, I'll try it out. But obviously it's cheap because it's really, really, really bad. So now I'm a proud shareholder. Maybe it goes to 200, 300. Why not? Oh. I'm looking at some of these Brazilian stocks. Man, they're beaten down. Meili is a fantastic company. I think this thing is gonna be way, way higher eventually. But there's no setups in these things. Oh yeah, you're right. Meili is Argentinian, but let's just say South American then. But they do have a lot of business in Brazil, so. Oh yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of research like that. Like the investors who perform the best are the ones that never do anything. Like these grandmas that invested in the 70s and they haven't touched their account since. They're the best performing accounts. I think Schwab or Vanguard or whoever, they also have this similar data. It's kind of funny. But that goes for investors, obviously. Like if you're a good trader, you're gonna outperform pretty much everyone. Oh yeah, I bought a few things. I bought Soxel. I bought a bunch of shares. I'm not gonna lie. I bought a few shares of Soxel. Approximately 400,000 shares of Soxel. This thing is. I really hope this thing works out. Bought some FCX. This thing looks It's a beautiful on the weekly and the monthly. It's in a big year-long flag. I mean, oh, I love these, like these. And now it showed, you know, quite good strength during this correction, and now it's breaking out. First day of we're selling stops, and it just breaks out of this range. Got some DVN. This one also been showing big strength the whole time. Like oil has been tanking over the past few weeks, and this thing has been holding up. Same goes for most of the oil gas names. And yeah, so pretty much I got into oil gas, semiconductors, and copper. It feels like I'm investing for the future. Okay, maybe except for the oil gas names. ConocoPhillips, another oil gas name, you know, been holding up really well during the oil correction and the market correction. What's IGV doing? All right. Oh. Teckle? Why would I trade Teckle when there is TQQ? Or actually, Teckle does look better. Interesting. But it's kind of thin. It's kind of thin. That's the problem with Teckle. That's the problem. Wait, TQQ? I thought they were pretty much the same thing. They're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. I don't know what the... Wait, this is direction, this is pro share. Okay, there's a bit of a difference there, okay. 33 what's this? 33 names, and TQQ is... Oh, okay, TQQ holds 100 tickers. Teckle only holds 33. Alright. I thought they were the same, pretty much. Oh, XLK 3X. Yeah, Ford is also another one of these. I don't know. I guess it's going up on the EV theme. Been holding it really well. It's pretty much building a powerful flag here. I hope it doesn't go today. Roblox is setting up too. Oh no, snow. No, don't go today. Oh well. Oh yeah, come on FCX. Let's go. Etsy, a clean bounce setup. Yeah, it's bouncing off the 20 weekly, which is where it's been, you know, finding support for, you know, years and years and years. Yeah. Gotta pick your spots. There's a lot of things. I'm a little bit skeptical of the ones that sold off a lot and have a lot of this overhead, I think they need a little bit more time versus like these semi names and oil gas names that held up much better. These could be good for a few day bounce setups, yes, but I don't think it's gonna go straight up to 300, for example. Maybe it will, I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Who said I bought aggressively? How do you know? Maybe I bought one share of everything. You have no idea. Well, I mean, this may come to a surprise to you, but no one is gonna ring the bell. Like, you know, the market gods are not gonna call you on your phone, hey, now it's green light. It's gonna go straight up from here. You gotta make that decision yourself. It's always something to worry about. Well, okay, yeah, I didn't buy one share of Soxel. That's true. I went heavy on Soxel. That's true. That's a big position. That's a big position. That's like actually a really big position. I don't usually hold that big positions. I'm deciding what to do with this Tesla. Should I cover it or should I keep it? Maybe I'll cover half. I covered some yesterday into the weakness, but still have most. But I don't want to give back all of my profit either. I'm almost, well, you can clearly see where I bought this thing. Actually, you can't. Never mind. It's very liquid. Soxel is super liquid. And I'm very happy it's working out. I'm a little bit afraid of stopping the stream today. Because usually the market reverses. Usually like earlier this week and last week, every single day when I streamed, the market went higher and I stopped streaming, it reversed. And yesterday, the market was lower and as soon as I stopped streaming, everything bounced. So I'll just leave the stream on today. I don't want to change the direction of the market. And I'm gonna go buy a goat at my local farm so I can sacrifice it to the market gods. Don't tell the authorities though. It may be illegal. Man, a lot of oil gas names that look so good. Yeah, Fang is one I was looking at too. But now it's kind of, yeah, well, the entry has passed. And FCX just keeps going. Very good, very good. I'm not sure why the oil gas names are so strong. But this FCX, I do understand why this thing has, you know, a reason go to 100. If you read on how much copper there is needed for the electrification thingy, whew. And I also understand why semiconductors are doing what they're doing. But I do not understand why oil gas is strong. Haven't read up on it. Why there's so much demand for that, for those stocks. Oil gas performs well in rising interest names. Okay. My car does not run on gasoline. Well, I'm very aware of the diesel and gasoline prices, but you're missing the point. Look at the oil over the past few weeks. Why are the oil gas names this strong? Why didn't they sell off together with oil prices? Is it because they've been lagging this whole oil move and now they're gonna play catch up? That why? I mean, why are they so strong? Trust me, I've seen the oil and gasoline prices. My boat is not really, you know, it's not very cheap to fill up. Dun, dun, dun. Damn, this Ford. Ford looks like he wants to go to 30 before year end. Why not go for a sailing boat? And why not go for a sailing boat? Does it look like I have like time to spend 3 weeks on the sea? Really? Who the hell has that time? I don't. Well, yeah, the new Riva is gonna be interesting. You should run your boat on something abundant like day trader tears. I don't think there's a lot of energy in day trader tears. Yeah, exactly. And why don't you just swim? Yeah. The new azimuth. Which one of the 10 new azimuths? Which one of them? There's like, you know, they have a lot of models. I was on the S7 a few months ago. But I was more interested in S8, but they didn't have it on display. Oh, San Lorenzo is beautiful. I was on board on one of them, the SL78. Is it the model number? Anywho, those boats are... Those boats are beautiful. When I'm doing a fan meetup, I don't know. Never thought about it. Oh, thank God, Soxel is going straight up. I can breathe now. Now. You're not. Hey, David can't trade. You're funny. If it's gonna be like that, I'll never have a fan meetup. PXD, another one of these oil gas names, just looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. AMD and Nvidia. Nvidia is strong, AMD not so much. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Any thoughts on Lucid? Well, I think it needs to build a base. It held above the 50, that's good. But it needs to build a base here. A little bit more of sideways, so the 10-day can come down a little bit. I think it needs another 3-5 days of sideways at least before we can make a good decision on that one. Man, this Ford. I can't afford a Ford. Actually, I can. What is my end goal with trading? I don't have an end goal. I'll keep doing it while it's fun. If I get bored, I'll do something else. Dun, 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 dun. Why I don't long on Swedish brokers? Because of the trading fees. Swedish brokers are super expensive to trade with. Like super expensive. Like really, really expensive to trade US stocks. And two, bad at shorting, bad executions, not very good margin availability. Like, I thought about it a lot. Like, I've been looking at the past few years, and even if I paid like 10 times as much in commissions, was not able to short anything, was not able to use margin, had worse executions, I would probably make half as much money. Or less than half as much money. So I'd rather pay 30% tax on X versus paying almost 0% tax on, I don't know, say 0.4x. I use both Sterling Trader Pro and DAS, but I like Sterling Trader Pro more. Like, a lot more. Like, a lot more. Oh, MRAM, how is this one holding up? Yeah. Found support on rising 20. Looks like it wants to go higher. What's Scandinavian capital markets? What the hell is that? Never heard of it before. What do you do when you see a stock moving up or afraid to chase? Well, if you feel like you are chasing things, you weren't paying attention, right? You should be prepared at the open. You should be prepared. And if you feel like if you really want to be in something, you feel like you're chasing, you know, do less size. For example. Yeah, the strength is incredible. Just the fact that we didn't get one more washout, which I was really hoping we would get, that's a sign of strength. Oh yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, you know, last week. Everyone was so bearish. I got these, you know, comments in the chat. I got some comments on Twitter. I got some comments on YouTube. Someone comparing this to 1929. I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous, man. People are so scared. Meanwhile, you had, you know, a bunch of sectors holding up really well. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. The put call ratio was pretty interesting too. Supposedly the down days were from short selling, not from positions being sold. Hey, who was it? Checked T. I don't know if you've read the research, but any time any stock or the market goes down, it's only from stock selling. So what you're saying is true. It's only from short selling. Market never goes down. For some reason, even though short sellers are like 1% of the total market, they have a lot of punch, man. They are the ones moving markets. So anytime you get a downtick, it's the evil short sellers. It's true. And anytime we go higher, it's short squeeze. So short sellers are bad when things are ticking lower, but short sellers are good when things are ticking higher. So shorting, it's like shorts, they're like evil and they're good at the same time. Guys, if you have two brain cells, if you can correctly connect those brain cells, sky is the limit. You can be all make tens, hundreds of millions, even billions if you're really, really good. But as long as you believe all these bullshit things, you're just gonna be a loser the rest of your life. I'm just, you know, it's up to you. Either you get your shit together, or you believe in all these stupid conspiracy theories. It's all up to you. You have to. Let's see here. Look at IGV, how well it held the rising 40, where it's found support so many times in the past. Oh yeah, this is just day one. Dun, 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 dun. But on the other hand, this was also day one and we went straight up. So this was also day one. Actually, that was day two if you count this as day one. Or three if you count this as day one. Well, it depends. Guys, if anyone knew what was gonna happen, everyone would be a trading millionaire. But we don't. So that's why we follow our setups and try to understand what's going on. It's all about making money. Well, actually, it's all about trading well. And the money will magically appear. Dun, 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 dun. And that's really what I'm focusing on. I just want to trade well. Just want to make fewer and fewer dumb things every year. I don't even want to do any, you know, super smart things. I just want to do fewer dumb things. Yesterday you said you're not going to buy any breakouts. Yeah, keyword yesterday. Today's a new day. And today we have setups. Yesterday were no setups. That's the difference. Exactly, that was before the indices said, you know, you have to understand where the indices were. Like if you look at, I don't know, whatever index, NASDAQ, you know, this, oh, yesterday you said, this is how the market looked like while I was streaming yesterday, okay? No, this is not yesterday. It looked like this, pretty much. Actually, it looked like... oh, whatever. Anyway, the market was somewhere here. And there were no setups, except for these bounce setups, which I didn't take. Okay, today, market looks like this. We're getting up over these moving averages. The SPYs are getting up above the moving averages. Russell is gapping into its base again. It held the uptrend perfectly. And most importantly, there are setups. Mostly in semiconductors and oil gas. And that's the difference. A lot can happen from one day to another. This is what I'm saying, like, you can't get too bullish or too bearish because of a couple of days in the markets. Things can happen so fast. Everything can look perfect and then everything goes to shit in the next couple of days. Everything looks like shit and then it goes to being, you know, incredible buying opportunities a few days later. Everything can be range bound and super choppy, and a few days later you have a, you know, incredible buying opportunity. And I don't think these people who feel like they need breaks from trading because they had a few bad days, I don't think they'll ever make it. Which streams of mine have been the best? The best ones were number 154 220 and number 297. Those were my 3 best streams. You like those 3 too? Yeah, great minds think alike. They were incredible. They were incredible. Especially those 3 that I mentioned. How far into your trading was it when you started doing swings more than day trading? About 3 years and 27 days ish. I don't know. I guess 3-4 years. 5. No, I really don't. I think, you know, if you need to take a break as soon as, you know, things get tough, you're never gonna make it. Because things get rough, like, all the time. Everything can be perfect, and a few days later, you know, things are super rough. Just need to get your shit together and not act like a drama queen. It happens. Get over it. And if it gets, you know, more than one night of sleep to get over it, you know, I think you're just gonna have a hard time doing this consistently over the long term. My personal opinion. I have no data on it. Just my personal opinion. Yeah. You something, you know, I don't think a lot of people reflect on, but you know, you're gonna be in a drawdown most of the time. You're not gonna be at all-time highs every day. Your accounts are gonna be at all-time highs, maybe, if you're a swing trader, maybe 5-10% of the time. 15 or 20% in a good market year. You're gonna have these periods that last from 3 months, 6 months, where you're gonna be below all-time highs. That's just a fact. That's just how things work. All right. Oh man, snow is so strong. I was hoping it would go sideways for a bit. Like anytime you have a mega cap stock with a price to sales of 100, or is it even more? Or maybe it's less now because they had a lot, you know, good sales the past few quarters. And it doesn't go down in a correction, or it kind of reclaims the 50-day as quickly as this one did, you know. It wants to tell you something. Unfortunately, I was hoping for a little bit of a tighter consolidation. Oh well. Well, yeah. I mean, when you have, you know, these types of things, when the price just comes back with a lot of setups, yeah, you can ignore the 10-20 rule generally. It's not a perfect indicator. It keeps you out of 80% of the bad times. It keeps you in 80% of the good markets. The rest, the other 20% on each side is discretionary. I'm not saying we're out of the woods. You know, we could be, you know, lower tomorrow. I don't know. But sometimes you just have to put your balls on the line. That's how you make money. If you don't put your balls on the line, well, guess what? Nothing's gonna happen. Either way. When xLoQjzyOsnk reaches 100, oh yeah, oh thank God it's working out this well. Ooh. It's always very stressful when you go big into a position and it kind of doesn't work out immediately. It's like, oh man, I don't want to deal with it. You know, you kind of have to watch it all the time. But when, you know, a big position that, you know, just goes straight up from entry, you know, the pressure kind of leaves, and you don't have to watch every tick of it, you know, in case it stops you out. You can just set an alert and free up your mental power for something else. All right, and now we wait. I took some decent positions. The only thing I'm really watching is Tesla. I'm thinking about maybe covering half in case it if it takes out highs for the day. This is a big position. It's actually as big as my xLoQjzyOsnk long. Almost. But it is running into these declining moving averages. And if it doesn't rally from here, you know, there's no reason to just cover it because the market is up. All right. CFVI is interesting. It's not going away. Look at the higher lows it's been building in the 60-minute. Something, I don't know. There's something about it. And it also has a theme. Just like DVAC had a theme. Doesn't Gush look like a setup too? Well, it's one of these oil gas ETFs. I mean, look, you know, they all work the same. It doesn't look as, you know, clean as, you know, XOP or XLE. You kind of have to look at the main ones like XLE. It's like the leverage ones, they have a lot of overhead resistance. They're all over the place. But you have to look at the main one, and then if you want to do it, you know, play the leverage one. I choose ERX. I think this is much cleaner than Gush. And I traded it back here late September. I had ERX and XUp. That was a good run. So these things can make big moves. And what's different this time is, like last time they were laggards. Like oil had been moving up for a while. Or actually they weren't that much of laggards, but XLE was lagging compared to oil. But now XLE is actually showing relative strength to oil. Not sure if it means anything, but just an observation. OYH looks like it looks like shit. Avoid this one. There's nothing here. Avoid this one. This is the worst one of them. It's not even it looks like shit and it's not even leveraged. This is horrible. Don't even look at it. Yeah, exactly. It's all services. It looks like shit. It doesn't matter what it is. It looks like shit. That's all you need to know. Yeah, a lot of strong bounces in a lot of these software names so far. But will these bounces stick or will they go lower? That's the question. That is the question. Nvidia reclaim. Well, if you think there's a setup here, go for it. If you don't think there's a setup, don't go for it. But yeah, I mean, they're all strong. Nvidia is much stronger. AMD is not as strong. AMD is lagging a little bit compared to Nvidia. Marvel, yeah, it was a decent DP. But the question is, wouldn't you have gotten stopped out? Alright guys, I have no desire to do much more. These things, I'm willing to hold them for many weeks and even many months if they don't stop me out. Remember, the big money is made after corrections. And when you get these kind of shallow corrections in uptrends, you know, they can be very profitable because you see which ones are the strong ones that hold up well. They kind of scream at you, I want to go higher. And even bigger money is made out of, you know, coming out of bigger corrections, but yeah, you know, you get these small corrections all the time and you gotta be ready. Not all of them are gonna, you know, work out. Some will only be like dead cat bounces in hindsight, but you kind of see it in the action, in individual stocks. And if there are setups or not. This time we had a lot of setups. Or maybe not a lot, but you know, quite a bit. There are some clear leading sectors, definitely. Well, let's see if the market reverses again. If it does, we have found a new proprietary indicator. So Qs are at 397. All right. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Good luck.